So, my dear friends, how you have been? I hope that you all have been keeping quite well. That's my prayer. And so, as I mentioned before, according to the teachings of Buddha and those who follow Buddha's teaching, and there are 4 months a year they try to really celebrate. Now this is, I'm just talking according to lunar calendar, 1st month and 4th month, the 6th month, the 9th months. First is like what we call miracle month, and then 4th month is Vaishak month, where Buddha was born. Also, he got enlightened, and also it was very important that his parinirvana, or enlightened, the passing away days falls on that month. Then one of the most important moments is Buddha's first teaching. Yeah. And then this month, it's 9th month according to lunar calendar. So where these things took place, the miracle month, he was in a very, very important place where he spent, long time. And a place called it's where Buddha taught a lot, and that you would call the Anatta Pindaka. In this wonderful place, that Buddha taught a lot. He did almost 42 summer retreats there, and he taught many of the sutras he taught there. Then, of course, he was born in Lumbini during the Vaishak month, and then he spent until his 26, 27, 28 years. He was in around Kapilavastu at his father's kingdom, or his kingdom. Then he decided to enter into a very intensive research for the well-being of everyone. Yeah, and then he spent the 6 years in Naranja, near the Naranja River, doing his practice, very intensive penance, and then finally he achieved enlightenment in the place now they call Bodh Gaya, because he got enlightened. That took place in the 4th month, on the full moon of the 4th month. And also his enlightenment and his passing away falls on the 4th month. Then after 49 days of his enlightenment, then he began to teach, began to teach. He taught in Varanasi. He gave the first teaching on the Four Noble Truths. That's we all know. And then he taught in many different places. Second stage of teachings he gave in Balder's Peak and other places. And of course, 13th turning also took place in other places like Vaishali and like that. So, but what happened during this month, on the 22nd of 9th month, of the 9th month, according to lunar calendar, after visiting his mother in Tushita in heaven, and he visited there along with over 2,000 arhats, because to go to celestial world you need to be highly accomplished so that to go there. So he took over 2,000 arhats, and he taught to many celestial beings. Especially his purpose was to visit his mother who was reborn there, and he taught to his mother. He spent over 3 months. Over 3 months. Then what happened during the summer retreat, and that many of his students, especially the kings Bimbisara and King Sagil, they were surprised. They did not see Buddha for quite a long time, for almost over 3 months. Then they asked to Shariputra and Moggallputra, who were the main students of Buddha, and they said, "Oh, Buddha went to visit his mother in Tushita and give teachings to the celestial beings." And they insist, please, request Buddha to return, because celestial beings, if they wish, they can come down in this world with their miracle, with their power. But human beings cannot visit him, so therefore they insist, make the request. So Moggallputra and Shariputra went to Tushita and request Buddha that everyone requesting to come back to this world. So what happened? 22nd of 9th month, that corresponds tomorrow, and I think the 7th of November. Then he returned from the celestial world, and 1 week before the Moggallputra, they returned, and the Buddha said he will return on this particular day. So 1 week before, every one of his students prepared a place called Sankisi, and then there Buddha returned with the incredible processions and accompanied by the celestial beings, the special kings of celestial beings such as Indra, Brahma and all that. He returned. Then he continued to guide and teach the human disciples, as well as, of course, very often there are visits from other worlds as well. So that is something really special that's going to take place tomorrow. And in many of the Buddhist countries, especially in like about 6 to 7 years ago in Tibet, and people would really prepare for this occasion. They would paint their houses and they will decorate their houses. They make incredible preparations and to welcome Buddha back to this world. That is what we call Buddha's celebration of Buddha's return from Tushita. So these 4 months considered is something really sacred, that whatever we do during these 4 months, everything so auspicious multiplies, whether it's virtuous actions or non-virtuous actions. Becomes very powerful. So everyone try to engage, of course, as much as they can, and every day, but especially these 4 months a year, they try to do virtuous actions by their body, by their speech, and by their mind. And especially Tibet, they used to celebrate this. That's one thing in general, and so I would like to request, please, still, although this particular day is like tomorrow, but it's going to still, you have almost like over a week, so 22nd to the 30th. So it is really good if you could do any virtuous actions and try to avoid any negative actions from your body, from your speech and mind, for the well-being of all sentient beings. That would be so wonderful, especially what we need to think, because it's literally, there's so many beings in general, especially human beings, that are suffering these days. And so if you could pray for those who are sick, those who have like illness, and also those who died. And this is my humble request. Please pray for everybody. Please try to do whatever actions you can do, like feeding the people, assisting those people who might need some support if you can. And even just like, the poor animals, that now they're approaching the winter, for example, here in Europe, and so there's less like things they can find in the trees, and so whatever you can find, even when you have your breakfast at the end, if you left some things, please try to share with animals, or if there's something nice, you can share with some poor people who might have shortage of food. And as in the last week, I just mentioned that in some of the hospitals, of course, governments try to take care of like free medical assistance, but very often they can't help them. Those who are sick but very poor cannot help them with food. So if you can help some way that for them, some with the food, and also especially people who are in the street, whatever assistance you can offer, so virtuous, so great. And of course, whatever you can do physically, mentally, verbally, and if you could do, that is so wonderful. And also, this particular month, and as the one of my teacher and also my father, most precious person for me, it's Gangyur Rinpoche. It's going to be his birthday. Tomorrow is his birthday. So I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful days, month, and may all your wishes come true. May all your obstacles come to end. And I read in some of the teachings says, root of happiness and sufferings depends on your mind. So to be aware of our state of mind, being mindful, and try to reduce any kind of negative thoughts and speech and actions, try to reduce them and do always something virtue. Especially tomorrow, as it's going to begin tomorrow, you can get a little bit excited. Wow, tomorrow is a really wonderful day. At least I will try to wake up with excitement. Wow, tomorrow is something really special day. I will try to commit myself to think, to do something positive for the well-being of all all sentient beings, our mother sentient beings, and try to really cultivate good heart. That is my humble request to every one of you that I know. So I wish you really the best of best. Thank you so much. And so please chant, think of Buddha Shakyamuni and chant his Dharani. And this Dharani is so special. If we have chance to pronounce it even once, it can really reduce many of our hindrances, difficulties, and obscurations. So what is this Dharani? You all know. It is Tetyatha Om Muni Muni Maha Munaye Soha. And if you, when you are in the forest, in a garden, when you are on the lawn, you can also chant it. So when you chant, there's a possibility the insects, the animals might hear. Through hearing it, it really offers them great, incredible support, hearing. And so you can chant it. Deyata Om Muni Muni Maha Munaye Soha. Deyata Om Muni Muni Maha Munaye Soha. Deyata Om Muni Muni Maha Munaye Soha. You can chant like this. Then also, in order to cultivate love and compassion, often we recite the mantra of Lord of Great Compassion, that is Chendrasik. Om Mani Padme Ori. Om Mani Padme Ori. Om Mani Padme Ori. And then Guru Rinpoche's mantra is, as you know, Om Ahum Bhajrang Guru Padma Siddhi Om. Om Ahum Bhajrang Guru Padma Siddhi Om. Aum Bajrang Guru Padma Siddhi. And then also you can chant it like mentally. Simply you can think of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So I wish you all have a wonderful, wonderful days and months and weeks. To every one of you, your families and friends who are connected to you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.